Hello guys and welcome to the moon. My name is Carl and I'm going to bring you this DaVinci J15 collaboration. How are you doing, man?
I'm in the pipe 5x5, staying alive here in Dubai. How you doing?
I'm doing not bad at all. It's nice when you come to the office, bro.
Good to be here. Good to be here. Oops, ooh, damn. Injured you.
Yeah. Well,
damn.
that actually hurts. Crazy. Okay, so today we're going to talk about the Bitcoin transaction fees and we want to talk about the ordinals and the fact that the Bitcoin transaction fees have started to rise. And is this bad for Bitcoin? Is this something we have to worry about? Is the price gonna crash? All of these kind of questions. So is Bitcoin collapsing right now?
Yes, the price is going down. We're in a downward trend.
Well, it's not collapsing right now.
But it's not collapsing.
Oh, but it's going down, yeah.
Yes, it's not a complete collapse, but there will be a little bit of a collapse, right? Because, you know, Bitcoin is very volatile. And with the SEC and the US government, right, conspiring against crypto, we're going to see some fireworks to the downside, unfortunately. Well, not fireworks to the upside. So what would we call that? It would be like a Royal Express elevator to hell.
Wow.
It's coming because, you know, markets take the staircase up and the elevator down. So yeah, we're going to be talking about ordinals and how they're affecting the network on Bitcoin. And I really think because of ordinals and everybody's going crazy over them, they're just creating meme coins, tokens, and NFTs on Bitcoin network because, you know, it's new, right? And so they want the first successful ordinal on the Bitcoin network will be forever like a CryptoPunk or a Bored Ape Yacht Club. So this is why there's a massive run of people just, okay, I'll buy this, I'll buy that. And just because you don't know which asset is going to do well. Yep. But there will be one that does well because it's on the Bitcoin network.
Yeah, I mean, I think it is a very interesting future we can see with Bitcoin when Bitcoin can potentially become Turing complete and do what Ethereum can do.
We don't want that.
No?
The reason why you don't want that is for two reasons. One, in order to make it work properly, you have to make it, you have to be able to you have to send out forks, basically, a complete fork of the software. Or if they do, there's another BIP standard which allows you to programmatically state where the coins can go, right? As they leave your wallet. The problem is with that is if they did that, governments can compel exchanges to accept only wallets that have these set of rules where they can only send it to these specific wallets or addresses that have been programmed in to do a specific task, meaning they follow whatever the government tells them to do. So we don't want that programmability in Bitcoin. You want to be able to just be able to transfer assets back and forth. Programmability can stay in Ethereum, but not in Bitcoin, not at all. But yeah, that's my belief. I'm not the developers of Bitcoin, I'm not behind it, but I will definitely, here's what the thing is, if they do put in some sort of Turing complete feature into Bitcoin, I will vote against it with my nodes. I have lots of nodes running and I will not upgrade.
Okay, so the idea why it would be interesting to have Bitcoin be able to do what Ethereum and the other layer ones are doing is at least then you would build apps on the most secure blockchain in the world.
Yes, but it won't be if it does have that feature.
Well, that's a good point then. If that's the case, then and if it then also compromises the security, the general underlying security of Bitcoin, so that your transactions become less secure because of it, then of course it's not a good upgrade.
No, it's not, because it's really less secure in the sense that governments would be able to attack it, right? That's the problem, right? The individuals won't be able to do anything, but governments will. Right?
Okay.
And so we don't want that. We don't want the governments to have the ability to set rules that would cause people not to use the network. So that's what we want to avoid. We want to avoid that, and that's where being able to be programmed in how you use the coins is a bad thing, because they can set rules, specific rules that you have to follow to use the coins. And the government, you're like, well, I don't have to follow those rules. Yes, you won't have to, but corporations will.
So, do you think it's the right time to be jumping in, aping into these ordinals?
Yes, I really think you can. I think I want to like find the ordinals that will do well, because obviously you want to get that next Bored Ape Yacht Club or Crypto Punk ordinal that could pop up any moment.
Yeah.
And so you have we have a little bit of experience with NFTs. What we're looking for is with NFTs in the NFT space is something that has a large community. People are backing it, people are supporting it. But the only problem with ordinals is difficult for the average person to use, to actually go and buy one.
Which is good, maybe.
So yeah.
Well, it's good for now, because then it's still early.
Yeah,
it's
still
easy to
early.
get. Yeah, I still did not buy, by the way.
Me neither.
I didn't buy it.
But I have started studying how to.
Let me know when you buy. I'll buy the same.
Yeah. Okay.
Or like similar.
How to find the next big one. And
Yeah. Maybe we should make a proper video about that when we did the research, how to buy ordinals and why and which ones we bought.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's you use like there's an application you can use, a specific application you can use, similar to like MetaMask, where you can like actually not only just buy ordinals, but you actually could create them yourselves, right? And that's really quite simple.
I would just buy for fun, because I would not buy this to like make X amount of gains. It's just for fun.
But it's an interesting thing that ordinals have done is that they've brought in players who hated Bitcoin. Players like Peter Schiff.
Oh,
Peter Schiff
really?
is now supporting Bitcoin.
I saw, but is it because
Because
the
the
ordinals?
ordinals, yes.
Why?
Because he's using the ordinals as an authentication of gold, just to state that this is a record of a gold being existing in his vaults. So he's using it as authentication purposes, because he knows those records are permanent and absolute on the Bitcoin network.
Not bad.
There you go.
Well, Peter Schiff is welcome to the club then.
Exactly. Thanks for joining us, Peter Schiff.
Very nice.
So yeah, the key thing is what this does is it creates another use case for Bitcoin. So Bitcoin can be used for other purposes other than money, and that's a golden opportunity for Bitcoin. What you do is with an ordinal is you mark a single Satoshi. And so that Satoshi has two values. One, the value of the Satoshi, and two, the value of the ordinal that is assigned with that Satoshi.
But this has been done already a very long time ago with the colored coins, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. You're right.
Yeah.
Colored coins was also done with a counterparty. Counterparty did the exact same thing, but it was a different method other than colored coins. However, it was not.
And this was way back in like 2011.
Yes, early. Colored coins were early. Yeah.
Yes, the first NFTs were not CryptoPunks; it was colored coins.
Yes, but what the problem was, you couldn't inscribe data with the colored coins. You couldn't inscribe a lot of data with the colored coin. So with the current protocol, you can inscribe lots of data that associated with that one Satoshi, and that is the difference. So now that data is actually stored on the blockchain forever.
So they have value, but the colored coins don't have much value anymore.
No, because you can't inscribe data with it. That's why.
But still, it was the first NFTs in a way, right?
It was mostly a token, that kind of thing. It wasn't for NFT. It wasn't where you have the difference is non-fungible token. So what is the difference between non-fungible token and a fungible token? A fungible token means that if I give you a Bitcoin, right? And I give somebody else a Bitcoin, you could interchange them. They're same value. One Bitcoin is one Bitcoin. It doesn't really matter. No one can say that Bitcoin is worth less than the other Bitcoin. That's fungibility. Whilst a token, an NFT token, non-fungible token, one NFT is different from another NFT, even if they're the exact same image, because they come out in different orders. Like NFT number 1 is different from NFT number 2 because it's number 2, and the first one is number 1. So that's the difference between non-fungibility, right? There is differences in between the two. Now, if you continue to produce the same NFT, like let's just say you create an image and you created 10,000 of the exact same images. Well, I call that a VFT, very fungible token. And some people do that. And I'm like, you're creating a VFT, not an NFT. VFT.
VFT, that's a new thing.
Very fungible token.
Very fungible. Bitcoin is kind of fungible.
Yeah, it's very fungible.
It's very fungible, but not fully fungible.
Yes, it's not.
Because it could be tainted. It could be.
But not anymore. If you switch to Taproot and Schnorr signatures, which that's what's required in order for you to create ordinals, then it is very fungible again, because the government can't determine if you send it to, let's just say you send it to somebody and it gets placed into a block. You don't know who sent it to, who they sent it to, right? Because, well, I know on an NFT you would, but you wouldn't with Bitcoin. You only know that because of what they do is they pack it all into a group, all the transactions, all into a group, and then they send each individual person the amount that they're supposed to get. But all you know is that these people sent a whole bunch of coins to these set of people. You don't know which coin went to which person. And that's that. The only people who know that are the people who sent it and the person who received it. That's it.
And what should people buy right now to make 10x in the next 6 months?
Wow, 10x in the next 6 months. Wow, I would say you can 10x. Wow, I don't want to say, because what happens is people will actually go all in.
Yeah, exactly.
So we don't want to do that.
Yeah, that's true. But instead of saying a token or a specific thing, just which niche, which industry?
I would say the AI and gaming as well. You really find a lot of tokens, both in the AI space and the meme space. Still not over yet. I think we'll probably see a few 10x memes, but that come out. But again, it's a very risky play. Yeah, meme coins, it's very, very risky. More like trading, I would say, rather than investing, right? But I agree with artificial intelligence and crypto gaming. Those are the two big things that I'm investing in a lot. And what's the difference between investing and gambling or with trading, basically? The difference is basically you can, even if you bought the token and you missed the highs, you can still hold on because the underlying fundamentals are still there. So that's the difference between investing and just gambling with meme coins, which you want to trade those things. You don't want to hold it forever, a meme coin, because I don't expect them to do very well for long term, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Sure, you sold all your Pepe coins, eh?
Our Pepe video went completely viral.
I know, it just went nuts.
Insane. Still generating a lot of views. You guys can go check it out. Our Pepe video is completely
Which
crazy.
one did we did 2 Pepes.
One of them is getting like, it's really going crazy.
Yeah, and the first one where we said, I said 1%, you said 3%. I'm like, you're mad, 3%?
Yeah, if you guys followed my advice, you made insane gains. Like 30, 40x.
No, exactly.
Yeah. Well, that's true. But okay, so meme coins, I would stay away a little bit because it's more like a trade rather than an investment. Artificial intelligence, I made a few investments actually. One made 50x just 3-4 weeks ago, and 2-3 days ago, one launched at like 6x. So
yeah, stay tuned for us to do a video on which ordinal to buy, right? Because that will be a big one for you guys, right?
Yeah.
I think we'll find an ordinal that you can buy and do well. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and Carl's channel to get that piece of information before everyone else does.
Yeah, exactly. And let us know, guys, in the comment section next week when me and Da Vinci make another video, what should we talk about then? Maybe we should talk more about artificial intelligence and crypto gaming, because if we're saying that's what people should buy, then maybe we should talk more about that and why we are investing in that, for example.
Exactly.
I think that's important to understand. I mean, I've invested in so many things, and many of them are very successful. That's why we should tell people how they can also do the same thing. Actually, both me and Da Vinci are the biggest investors in medieval empires. That is a crypto game.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
make sure you get into medieval empires.
We can talk more about that as well in maybe next week's video.
Peace.
Peace, guys. See ya.
Beep.
Nice. See you guys.